I wanted to take a minute and do a video on my work, my service with the Nevada Promise Scholarship Program. It's a highlight for me working with my students. It's a great opportunity to be of service to others and to help my students achieve their goals, their life and educational goals. And I wanted to share some of the experiences I've had working with my students. And I wanted to do it in a video format. Again, I've said this before in this tenure binder application that service. Why are we here? Why are we at the College of Southern Nevada? Is to serve the interests and needs, the educational life needs of our students. And for me, in my tenure track position, working with Nevada Promise students is been a rewarding experience and a highlight experience. It, like being in the classroom, I'm immediately working with my students and helping them with what they need immediately. A couple of experiences, or some of the experiences I've had as an instructor that have stuck with me the most. A lot of Nevada Promise students are first generation college students, meaning their parents didn't go to college, their grandparents didn't. Maybe they have an uncle who went, maybe they have a cousin who went, but in general, these students don't. They don't have a lot of college knowledge or experience of what to do. And one young lady who visited, like I mentioned, she was a first generation student. She, her knowledge of what happened in college was very basic. I mean, she was like, the questions were, things that a college student or somebody that was raised to go to college would take for granted. She was like, well, where do students study, or what does a college student do all day? Like, what do they do? When do they study? What, they pick their classes, and so it was really an opportunity for me to really help a new student, get used to the college, and that's the purpose of this Nevada Promise Mentor program. Instead of just throwing her in the deep end, okay, go to college. Okay, well, how do I go to college? What do I do? And she didn't know, and so, this program afforded her being a mentor, or having a mentee, or being a mentor. It gave me the opportunity to just, help some of the anxiety. What do you do on a daily basis? And so that student, I felt, really got the help they needed. And so that was a really rewarding experience. And I said, call me anytime, email me. With all my students, I do that. I look for what do they need. I send them, documents they need. I'll send websites they need. Like some students come to me and they're like, well, I haven't seen an advisor yet, and so it's an opportunity for me to kind of get them into the process and help them with that. Speaking of that, a recent experience, one of my students, Ava, a brand new student, same thing, I'm having trouble getting into an advisor appointment, I'm not sure how. So we set up a Teams meeting, and I walked her through it. She showed me it was on her computer, and we got her set up. It was online, they were going to call her back, and they did eventually, and she got set up. And so it's those kind of experiences where you're immediately helping students. Some other experiences I've had, Sophia. Sophia is a para-Olympic athlete, so online student as well. And so she, I was able to kind of help her navigate. Well, how do I as a Paralympic person, athlete, navigate going to CSN. After her first semester, at the end of the semester, we met, and she she told me about an unfortunate incident with an instructor. So I was able to kind of help her. Well, that's what I'm here for. You can talk to me about it. And so I gave her the things she needed to do if things happened again, where she could get the help she needed. One of the experiences I really enjoyed working with was a young man named Jesus. Jesus, same thing, needed an advisor appointment, trying to get one. I walked into the D building. We walked into the D building and said, my student needs an appointment or needs to see somebody. And so we did. And so I got that. He later on, wasn't sure exactly how to sign up for his classes, so he brought his laptop. We sat and signed up for his classes. That's those service opportunities, more than just the classroom. How do you get into the classroom? How do you succeed in the classroom? What happens if there's issues in the classroom? What resources? Do I need DRC? Do I need to see a counselor? Do I need to see an advisor? What do I need to do? Jesus ended up taking some time off. He wanted to start a business, and so I encouraged him in that, and told him to keep in touch, how he did. So I wish him the best and everything. But I wanted to do this video to talk about some of these great students and the rewarding experience of helping them, outside of the classroom. I was able to kind of, encourage them, inspire, invite, handle anxiety. One student was concerned about going to school at night, and so I, was able to tell her, well, there's security on campus. You can call them up. They'll escort you to your car if you and they'll do that for anyone. They'll do it for me if I want it. And so, I was able to share. We have all kinds of student services. Tuition doesn't pay for the class. You know what I mean? Like, students don't pay tuition just to see me in the classroom. They pay for me to help them. They're here to be helped, and I'm here to do that. It's just not the classroom. You can come to my office. We'll set up your classes. We'll walk to the advisor office. Here's the number of the DRC. If you have a student issue, talk to me. And so it was a really great experience, and I really enjoyed it. And I look forward to keep doing it. It's not just I'm not just doing these things to get tenure. They are a part of getting tenure, but it's the rewarding thing of I'm going to do it regardless because I enjoy it. I enjoy working with students. The type of service work I enjoy the most is working, interacting with my students, and so I prefer that. And so it was a great experience. Thank you.